Hello again guys, I'm back out at Tollesbury, which is on the estuary of the River Blackwater in Essex. So it's going to be a coastal and sort of marshes walk. Now if you're a subscriber and you've sort of watched a few of the videos before, you'll remember that last year I tried to complete this walk before, unsuccessfully, twice. The first time I nearly caught hypothermia in a massive storm out on the sea wall, and I had to walk back at about 5 or 6 in the morning and drive home. And yeah, the refrigerator didn't hold up that time. And then the second attempt, I came back to try and finish the other section of the walk, and I just got completely surrounded by fog and mist and got lost trying to find Salcott-cum-Burley, which is one of the villages on the walk. And I got really lost and had to basically find my way back. Probably one of the worst sort of moments I've ever had sort of out walking, really. I got really lost. So yeah, it's pretty quiet here today. It's a Saturday, it's about 3 PM, and yeah, just in case you've probably forgotten, the walk is out of this book and it's walk number 3. So it is a 17.5-mile walk. It says it should take about 7.5 hours, but it's probably going to take longer because I'll be filming and stuff as well. And of course I plan to wild camp as well tonight. So yeah, wish me luck with this one. It's like my Achilles heel, this walk. As I say, I've failed it twice, hopefully third time lucky. So yeah, behind me is the King's Head pub in Tollesbury. I'll park the car literally just here by the side of the road. I'm heading off behind the camera. So yeah, let's get ready to ramble, let's get ready to walk. So yeah, there's a little bit of a breeze out today, but of course we're still inland, so once we get out on the coast it's going to be even windier. Don't know about rain yet, but this time I've come a bit more prepared. I know what to expect with this walk, so it looks like I'm carrying quite a lot. I've gone with more or less the full OEX setup again. Mr. OEX outdoors, and I've got my OEX Fox 1-man tent. I thought with this walk you can't really use a bivvy bag, especially if you get caught out in the rain and that. You're completely exposed to like the elements on this walk. So yeah, I've gone with a little 1-man tent. I've got my down sleeping bag, full waterproofs. I've got a new down jacket from OEX as well. I got it on that Outdoor Returns eBay shop that I think I did a video on a while back. I get a lot of my OEX clothing from them. You get it at ridiculously cheap prices, and all because it's like ex-display model stuff, or it's got maybe like a like a little stain on the elbow or something like that, and they literally knock the price down. And most of the stuff starts at like 99p or like £5, and yeah, you save it's something like 75% off the retail price, which is incredible. I don't know how they manage it, but they have limited stock usually, so you have to sort of get the stuff while it's there. What else have I got? I've got a lot of water as well. Basically, reason being, there is absolutely no civilization on this walk. The last point is Old Hall Farm, and then once you pass that you're on your own really for like 10 miles or more. So, and of course it's all seawater around you as well, so you can't drink really, or I don't think you can filter that anyway. So yeah, I've played it safe and just brought my own water with me. So I've got about, I've got about 2.5 litres of plain water, and I've got a litre of like blackcurrant and apple flavoured water to drink out of my hydration bladder. So yeah, quite a bit. Right, enough of me waffling on. Not a lot to see here at the moment. We're just going down this little farm track. I can see the river in the distance, so what I'll do, I'll get back to you when I'm out of the river and the sea wall. See you in a bit. Tollesbury Wick and Old Hall Marshes, circumnavigated by this walk. are the epitome of Essex coastal marshland. Sea, bird and plant life all flourish here. As the day rolls on, the long level seascapes constantly vary, both from direction as the walk winds around little inlets and from water coverage as tides come and go. And with almost no turn left at the style navigation to worry about, your whole attention can be devoted to the air, the salt, the season and the senses. We're at the mouth of the River Blackwater with the Dengie Peninsula directly ahead. Malden lies 6 miles upstream, out of sight beyond Osea Island. The sea wall here probably dates to the Middle Ages and was certainly extant in the 18th century. It's hard to ignore Bradwell Power Station, which is in the middle of the screen by the way, but even harder to imagine the coastline without it. Without pretending to be great architecture, there is a sculptural symmetry to its 2 buildings that becomes almost hypnotic as angles vary. But there is so much more to concentrate on here. Changing light, little patches of cocklebank, the cries of duck and gull, and the natural world soon takes over. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, we're now keeping that on our right for the next 5 miles. Nice and simple. So the plan tonight, as I say, is to wild camp, and I'm going to basically just try and walk as far as I can today, try and get the majority of it done at least half. If I can get 2/3 done, brilliant, and find somewhere, yeah, to camp sort of, as I say, along the sea wall, along the river estuary. I'm going to, get up early as always, hopefully be out walking by the latest 7 AM. And yeah, just try and get the rest of the walk done. So yeah, I'm basically gonna walk until it gets dark, I think, today. I'll try and get some photos and some little snippets of footage and like historical information and stuff. There is quite a bit of history along here. There was like the old railway line that ran out to Tollesbury. There used to be Tollesbury Pier, a lot of like World War II coastal defences. You've got Bradwell Nuclear Power Station across the water. There's a lot of stuff. So yeah, I'll try and get as much as I can. If not, I mean, yeah, you can always revert back to the other 2 videos I did on this area. And yeah, I speak about quite a bit of it in those as well. We're now entering Tollesbury Wick Marshes Nature Reserve. About 500 metres along, there's this World War II pillbox, and in front of that are the remains of Tollesbury Pier. It once stretched 600 metres beyond the mudflats, but it was blown up as a counter-invasion measure in 1940. The light railway from Kelvedon arrived at the pier in 1907, hoping to attract pleasure steamers and packet boats, but trade never flourished. The line was cut back to Tollesbury in 1921, and even this struggled for business, finally closing in 1951, except for occasional freight to the Tiptree Jam Factory, which continued until 1962. There you go, Jake, mate, you like your railways and that, you'd love this bit. Pretty cool bit of history, that. I think last time I was here, the tide must have been right in and you couldn't see any of it, but if I zoom in, yeah, you can sort of see, look, the support posts going out to the pier, going all the way out to the mudflats, sorry. And then there's the remains of the World War II pillbox. Here's a better view of the remains of Tollesbury pier and the World War II pillbox. Yeah, because the tide's right out, you can actually walk right down here. Yeah, makes for a pretty cool view, doesn't it? So we've got the power station over there at Bradwell. There we go, so I'll just turn you back round. All the way down here, that's the footpath back up there. And then somewhere, I don't know if it's going to pick it up on here, there is, there, centre of the screen, just above my thumb fingernail, there's a little brick tower. Former site of Bradwell Bay Airfield after World War II. Construction started in 1957 on the site, specifically chosen because of the land's minimal agricultural value and unlimited access to cooling waters of the North Sea. In 1962 the station was commissioned, being one of the first to supply electricity to the national grid. In one day it had the ability to supply power to 3 towns the size of Chelmsford, which is the county town of Essex by the way. Operations ceased in 2002, although I have heard that they're thinking of rebooting it again and starting it up again, so who knows. Skirting the north and east of the village, the extension to Tollesbury Pier was completed and the station opened on the 15th of January 1907. There was no permanent employee here. Jack Gallant, the station master at Tollesbury, rode down on the train to carry out the necessary duties. Hopes were that it would become a continental packet station and a weekend yachting resort, but 14 years later the station and the extension had closed. There's a photo of it there. So this photo of that tower that I was saying about, that's over there. Is it World War II coastal defences? A searchlight on the Marshes, radar and a machine gun emplacement all complemented the watchtower set beside the railway line. This 1940s brick tower. There's another World War II pillbox here. This one's in a bit better condition, and it was along this section here in the first attempt that I did at this walk, where I looked for somewhere to wild camp. Of course it was quite disastrous really. Heavy rain, really strong winds. It was in winter. I think my gas stove packed up. Basically I just got completely soaked. The Rab Ridge Road bivvy didn't hold up at all. In the end it was just like sticking to me, so it soaked all the down bag, everything. I just remember about 6 in the morning I made the decision, like I thought I'm going to try and stick it out till like 6 AM, and then I just thought, right, I'm just going to get up. It was still dark, couldn't see anything. I think my head torch was packing up, and I just packed everything up. It's still raining and stuff. I was just chucking it all in the rucksack, just ramming it in. It was all soaked, and then just headed back along the seawall back Tollesbury Marina and stuff, and yeah, and got back to the car I think at about 7:30 in the morning. I just remember sitting in the car for about 15 minutes with the heating on in there, and oh, I've just never been more grateful to get in the car and get home. It was horrible, and I honestly think I was like, I was this close to, like, getting hypothermia and stuff. I really thought it was curtains. It was quite scary. So lessons learned, and yeah, always makes for a good story, I guess. I believe this is where I tried to wild camp the first attempt of this walk, I believe. Anyway, there was like a bench like this, and it was right near the power station, and I think I tried to set up here and it just wasn't working. It was so windy, so I moved down there, and that really didn't do much either. And then of course this irrigation channel started flooding, and I thought it was going to come up, burst the banks. See if that, or there could be another bench down there. I'll go and have a look. We're approaching Tollesbury Marina now, and yeah, we'll soon be heading back to the village itself, but we'll be carrying on past the marina, out along the Marshes to Old Hall Farm and beyond that. So we'll sort of be heading sort of on the mainland behind Mersey Island, sort of in between the two over there. Okay, the wind has picked up quite a bit, and it's just gone 5 o'clock. This is the huge famous Tollesbury lightship. So it's basically kind of got like a lighthouse mounted on the top of it. Seen a few photos on the internet of this. I was having a look at it before I come out today. Here's Tollesbury Marina ahead of us, and panning across out to kind of all the mud flats and the tidal inlets. And there's like houseboats and of course the lightship, stuff like that, all moored up. At last, we're back at civilization. We'll be leaving it again shortly though. This is a harbour view bistro and bar at Tollesbury. Nice smell of food cooking here. Wind's died down a bit.